Summer 2017 may be dead and gone, but it sure left a whole lot of, memorable moments and productive moments, and sometimes unproductive. So my name is Ed0626, and as usual, I like to discuss the summer that I've had with all of you guys. Asking what you guys did. As usual, I'll be discussing what I did throughout the summer. So before I get into that, I just want to talk about the gameplay here. You're watching a Battlefield 4. I haven't actually posted a real gameplay of this in a while, so it's actually something quite different. So you're watching a Battlefield 4 AUG A3 gameplay on the map Goldman Railway, the TDM version of it. So here, the story behind this was, it was me and two buddies of mine from the group, from the former gaming group Pride, also formerly known as MOS, for those of you who may or may not be familiar with them. If I have any links for them, I'll leave them down in the description. I'm not sure if I do. I'll have to look into it. So yeah, check them out if I find anything for them. So pretty much what happened in this gameplay was, it started out as three of us, my buddy Tim and his buddy who I met during that day, Zeus, and then it was me, and then it went from that to Tim and me because I don't know, I think Zeus got fucking banned or he got kicked or something. I don't know what the deal with that was. So basically what this gameplay is me and Tim holding down the fort, trying to win this match by any means necessary, and we did a pretty good job of it. I don't quite remember if we won or not, but it'll definitely become a lot more clear as the game continues on. So, excuse me. What the fuck happened in the summer of 2017 for Ed0626? Well, let's put it this way, folks. Summer 2017 started off like a lot like summer 2016. Unproductive as shit that went to being relatively productive as time went on. For those of you who don't know, as a college student in New Jersey, I get released May, early-ish mid-May, and I don't have to go back until September. This year I start on September 6th, which I think is Wednesday of this coming week. So it's going to be a little bit difficult because I'm still continuing on with my major of communications and TV and radio with a concentration in radio. So it's gonna be a little difficult because I have to manage a lot of things at once this semester. I'm gonna hopefully not crack under the pressure. $50 says I will. I'm betting $50 on myself that I will crack, so that's saying something. But anyway, back to the summer stuff. So the reason why it was so unproductive is because I was trying to get a job throughout the, the late winter, early spring months. And as I tried to do that, it became harder and harder. Internship positions for the summer were filling up, unfortunately for me. So I did everything I possibly could, and then at that point, I practically just gave up, honestly, because I knew I wasn't going to find anything. So I had to figure out something to, I had nothing to consume my time. Unlike last year, I got a job at Amazon for a month. It was the worst fucking thing I've ever experienced in my 20 years of life. But, or at least one of them anyway. So basically, I was unproductive. I tried to do my best to, what I basically did was play video games all day. And I know it sounds a really bummy thing to say. I really am not that lazy as shit. But, I don't know why the fuck I botched that up. But, yeah, I'm really not that lazy as shit. But, it's something that, it just came to be because there was nothing I really could have done anyway. So the only thing I could do was make shit for the channel. And believe me, I actually did a lot of that. Even when I started to become more productive and shit. And I'll get to that in a few minutes. So around July. I don't even want to wait. I don't even want to have January come over yet, because that's like the coldest month of the year for me. I hate that shit. But in July, I was getting calls from my radio station. As you know, I work at a radio station at my college at Rider University called 1077 The Bronx. Really, it's when I started it in, believe me when I tell you, I started working at the radio station halfway through the spring semester of before the summer, and through that period of time up until me making this video, not only have I grown a lot in terms of, like, I guess sort of a person, I've also, you know, shown them how much of an awesome fucking work ethic I have. And believe me, my work ethic is fucking phenomenal. May not always appear that way to some, but, you know, I'd make it work to the best of my ability. So, what else happened? So yeah, I'm getting calls through my radio station. I'm like, they're asking me. Well, I did an event for them that I got paid for the 4th of July. It was the Lawrenceville. It was the Lawrenceville area fireworks show or whatever, which was actually fucking phenomenal. It was literally one of the best fireworks shows I'd ever seen. Fantastic, you know, better than anything you could ever see, at least in my opinion, in my lifetime. Yeah. So then later on, they call me in. They're like, "Hey, we want you to do some office work for us." Obviously, this is not something I'm getting paid for, so I was a little bit bummed out about that. So they wanted me to come in and look for covers, because there are some things, promotion stuff that we do where on a certain day that we do covers. So I know a few covers that I thought of off the top of my head. I put them in and shit. It's not a difficult process. It's the fact, let's put it this way. Actually putting the covers into the computer and, you know, having to do all the edits and stuff that you have to do before even putting it on the air is a lot less difficult than having to find covers yourself, having to find the covers themselves, because you don't know I didn't really know what the station was looking for. I mean, I put a couple of rock covers on. I didn't really give a shit, to be honest. Not that I really didn't give a shit, but I didn't give a shit about what type of music was going up there, because there were songs that I liked that I thought were good covers, and because I thought they were good covers, I put them on the air. And for instance, the Phil Collins cover of, well, if you know a band called Hell Yeah, which is basically Pantera and Mudvayne and I think one other band put together, they had made a band called Hell Yeah, and they did a cover in their most recent album of Phil Collins' I Don't Care Anymore, and I thought their version is a lot better than the version that Phil Collins had, so I said, fuck it, I'm gonna put that one up. So yeah, stuff like that. So I'm doing these covers, and I'm getting as much of them done as I can. I think I got like 30 something or close to 40 done, which is actually impressive, because I didn't really know how much covers were actually in the world. And it's funny because I actually, you know, listening to the covers, I'm like, wow, there's actually some pretty decent music out there. That's not all shit. And believe me, I'm very picky when it comes to music. So it was pretty cool. I was also doing orientations throughout the summer, which I did get paid for. I did about 6 of them. And it was pretty cool because you get to talk about the station to incoming rider students. My sister, of course, was being one of them, and knowing the last thing I want to do was be bothered at my own workplace by her, so I didn't want her to come by there at all, to be honest with you. I just couldn't deal with it. I couldn't deal with it. She knows I'm joking around, and she knows I can't stand when she bugs me and shit, so I told her, don't even bother coming to the booth, so, because I don't want to see you there. I know it sounds like a dick brother thing to say, but that's just how it is sometimes. Yeah, so then what else did I do? Oh yeah, so late July, early August, I'm informed that I am now the producer of a show on the 1077 The Bronx. That show is a show called Your Pet Matters. It's basically a show where a local veterinarian comes in and he talks about all this stuff regarding veterinary medicine, you know, pet topics, that type of stuff. It's a really, really fascinating show. It's a lot of stuff that I never even thought of that was going on with pets and stuff. And I listen to these shows and I edit them, and I put them on the air and stuff, and I listen to them. I'm like, wow, this is some really fascinating shit. Like, it really is. I really believe that. So shout out to Dr. T, the guy who hosts the show. He's a really nice dude, and I'm doing the best I can to make this show as good as possible. So I really think I've done very well on this show so far since being named producer. So it's really cool. I won't get into the reason why though, because why I was named producer. It's kind of stupid. It was kind of, let's put it this way, somebody fucked up, and I picked up the slack. And now I think I'm doing a better job than him. Not to sound too cocky, but I honestly think I'm doing a pretty fucking good job. Thus far, anyway. So, and then lately, the guys at the radio station have been, they've been asking me to do commercials because we're actually a little bit understaffed for the summer. A lot of people graduated. A lot of people are more than likely not coming back, unfortunately. So some of us who were there all the time during the summer, we're kind of picking up the slack for that. So I've been making commercials practically, and my voice, my beautiful voice that you're listening to right now on YouTube, is also on the radio. So that's pretty sick. So yes, that's pretty much what's been going on with me in terms of the whole summer. There's a lot of things I really wanted to do that I wasn't able to do. One of them was live streaming. About the time when I started doing the producer stuff, for whatever reason, my internet has been crapping out a lot. It's been absolutely terrible. At a certain time, each point of the day, I don't know what the deal is, because it's never given me a problem up to like the last 3.5, 4 weeks. My internet has just been, sometimes goes super bad where I can't even look at my friends list. This is what I always do. I do something called the friends list test on PS4. If your friends list doesn't load up at a certain period of time, you know you're having an internet issue. This was also made apparent because I constantly got kicked out of chat parties with my buddies. In Battlefield 1, I was constantly lagging atrociously. I'm on East Coast servers most of the time, and I'm lagging. I'm getting 999 ping exactly, or maybe even over 1,000. The game just doesn't want to read it that way. Ping in East Coast servers. I don't know what the deal was with my internet, but whatever happened to it, it's preventing me from doing more streaming than I would like, than I really wanted to, because I think I've only done maybe 2 or 3 streams throughout the entire summer, and that was when I was unproductive as fuck, to be honest with you. So basically, when I became more productive, my internet decided to crap out. So I'm not really happy about that. I have to figure out what's going on. I have a lot, and my controller, as you all know, is fucked. So by the time the early fall comes around, I want to get a new controller for the Battlefront beta, because I can't even play Star Wars Battlefront anymore because the movement on there for me is absolutely terrible with a busted control stick. I'm lucky I'm able to move I'm able to move a little bit better in GTA and Battlefield and stuff, but it's still pretty difficult sometimes. So I'm just trying to make do with what I have for now, and then come the beta, I'm hoping to get another control stick. I'm also hoping to pre-order 2K18 so I can get content out with that as soon as possible. A lot of stuff coming on, you know. So that's basically what's been going on with me in terms of the summer of 2017. Like I said, it's not like it's similar to last year's summer, but not super similar, because I still have remained productive, because even when I left Amazon, when I quit, I became unproductive as shit again, and just waited for my time to rot in a college classroom. Now I'm productive, and I will continue, and at the same time waiting to rot in a college classroom. So I don't know. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's a little long, but I really don't care. Talk about your summer with me, man. What in the comments section? What did you do all summer? I'd like to know. I honestly am interested in what you guys have to say. It's probably nowhere. It's probably. I know mine's not as glamorous as some people would like. Some people have for their summer vacations, but it was good enough for me, and I'm relatively happy with it. So that being said, let's start the school year right. I'm Edjo626, and I'll see you guys soon.